Hello, Leticia. Today I'm going to share some feedback I have for you about your portfolio site. I wanted to start off by saying how I think you did a great job of creating the type of site you were interested in developing based on the sites you shared in class that influenced you. What struck me about your portfolio was its simplicity. While I knew you would go a simple route based on what you'd expressed, you managed to do so while still making it feel unique to you. Your simple design allowed your content to speak for itself, and I thought that was awesome. I also really loved what you did with your font choices, and it really helped me with some of what I was struggling with on my site. By utilizing one font with different weights and sizes, you created a strong and cohesive look. Your About Me section was a great reflection of your personal style and left me feeling like I knew you better than before. Another thing that I loved was that you included your Spotify account in your social media links. Exciting and really different way to engage with viewers. So I was a little confused when initially landing on your page. While I understand your desire to maintain a simplistic design, I think being thrown right into the work was a little confusing for the viewer. What threw me off even more was that clicking the work link just brought me to the same page, and clicking your name did the same thing. One of my favorite parts of your site was the modeling section. Not on account of its layout, but the content itself. Did you want to display the photos on their individual pages in that format, or was it just a part of the template? This section of negative space I feel takes away a little from the photos, and only wonder if that was intentional. Have you considered including a home page with maybe a picture of you and a catchy tagline to give a little more information as to what your site is all about? I think you have a lot of incredibly beautiful content that you could display in that place, and I just wonder why you're not doing something like that. I think adding one on could help clear any confusion in regards to the purpose of the work page. Otherwise, maybe consider removing the work tab from the navigation and simply calling it home. I also think your site would benefit from a gallery view for your pictures on the modeling tab. Maybe even something that mirrors the gallery in your About Me section. And speaking of your About Me section, when I click on a photo, it takes me away from your page to Instagram without opening in a new tab. What a bummer. Maybe you could make it open in a new tab? Perhaps you can add more emphasis by doing something that makes your name stand out a little more, especially once your site is populated with more content. That way you can keep your identity from getting lost or forgotten because it becomes an afterthought to the content itself. You could absolutely expand this portfolio by incorporating more of your work. Even those super cool clip art photos that you do on Facebook, they're super entertaining and visually appealing, and you should absolutely be displaying some of that on your site. In future portfolio courses, you may want to consider making new content or curating some of what you already have to show more of your skill range on your portfolio. I feel what you currently have doesn't fully explore all the great things I know you're already so awesome at. I'm really excited to see what you continue to create on this site and would only encourage you to explore populating your site with more content to engage your viewer and set you apart from other simplified portfolio designs. Well, I hope this feedback was helpful, and I'm sure your portfolio site will only get better from here. Because, it's already beautiful. Thanks.